What is going on, guys? How's it going today? Welcome back to another episode of Flipping Live with Scapenomics here today. Guys, I've heard things today that you would not believe. I've heard that in our Discord group, people are saying that the market is crazier than it was on Monday's stream, and they're saying it's crazy right now. I cannot wait to explore it. I think today could be just as equally crazy of an episode as Monday. So anyway, we're gonna get into it today. Be sure to drop a like if you do enjoy at any moment in this stream. And guys, let's try to crush some T-Bows today. We're gonna try to get in on the Scythe today. Tons of volatility I'm seeing on the charts today, so it's gonna be a very interesting stream. Also, we're working with 2,140,000,000 GP today, guys. We're gonna see if we can turn that around, hopefully gain at least, I guess if today's going to be crazy, let's try to get a 6 mil profit today. I feel like that's fairly achievable from this standpoint, but we have OSRS Clusa popping in. He says, yo. We have Light Up the L saying, yo, yo. Good to see both of you today. We have Nevcure as well saying, hey there, guys and gals. Good to see everybody here today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Also, if you didn't see my new video, I just released a video on why I think the OSRS market is crashing. Be sure to check it out if you haven't seen it already. It's actually going crazy right now. It's getting a ton of views, so I'm very happy about that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. This is going to be a sketchy day of flipping. I'm not going to lie. I do expect things to be a little bit crazy here, and we're going to be looking at the charts today as well, right? Because we want to make sure that we don't get into any terrible situations with our flips today. And it does look like the Scythe of Atur is going to be the first one up today, and it's going to be a pretty hard flip if I had to guess, because it does look like this thing is coming down a little bit in price right now. So we'll see if we can flip one. I am listing a little bit on the conservative side to try to get a good deal on it. I don't want to buy in for too high of a price. Now, we also have the Arcane Spirit Shield, which might be a decent one for us to try today. We're going to give those a shot here while we have them up, and we'll get a few of those listed and flipped back and forth here. We'll just go for 3 for now, because I really don't know if they're going up or going down in price. I can't really tell right now from the graph, so we're just going to leave it where it is. Poor T-Bow, LOL, 940 mil right now. I know, we're going to try to flip a T-Bow today. I'm a little bit nervous, though. I'm not going to lie. The Twisted Bow has gone nutty today. And, of course, when items go up or down in price really, really rapidly, it is really great for flipping, but that doesn't mean it's risk-free, right? We have to be very careful in the way that we go about flipping our items today. So, we're going to stay a little bit on the safe side, but we are going to try to smack some really big margins today. And I think it's going to be possible, guys. But we'll definitely investigate it, see how it turns out, and fingers crossed, hoping for the best today. Now, we're going to get the Avernix of Defenders. Avernic Defender Hill. Oh my god, I'm so tired, guys. I'm so sorry. I had to get up at like 3 my time for work today, so I am a little bit fatigued. I do apologize for that, but we are going to get the Avernic Defender Hill going here. It is showing a pretty decent margin right now, so I am actually going to try to get a few of these here, just 2 right off the bat here. We'll see if that works out in our favor, and we're not going to go too crazy on those either. I want to get a lot of stuff listed here, try to lowball a lot of stuff, and see if these trades actually end up swinging in our favor. Now, we're going to get the Sanguesti staff next. That's going to go for a little bit over the buy price here that is listed on the wiki. This one could be a quick buy. We'll have to see on that. We have the Witty saying Afternoonscape. We also have Alharith saying yo yo. Good to see both of you. Welcome to the stream today. Apologies on the commentary today. Again, I am exhausted today, so I'm doing my best to get through it. And I do want to smack some crazy margins today because things are looking up, looking really great from a profit standpoint. So it's going to be a crazy day on the exchange today. We're going to see what we can do with a lot of these items. Now, we're going to list the Sanguesti staffs back. And we should be able to flip this relatively easily. I don't want to go ahead and rush it, though. So we're going to get a nice little flip in there, see if it works in our favor, and take our time on that item. Now, we're also going to get the Armadillo chest plates going. There's so many great margins today, guys. Like, it's crazy. It's just a matter of telling if the item is coming up or coming down in price. And I'm not exactly waiting to see price updates on these, right? I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to make these trades as quickly as possible. And some of these things I'm taking a lot of risk on. So we're going to have to see if it actually works out in the end. And if it does, oh my... I mean, come on. First flip of the day, a 200k Sanguesti. Are you joking me? Freaking insane start to the stream, guys. Freaking crazy, man. We're going to go in for another 5 of those because we do have the sell offer confirmed. So I'm happy to go in and buy a couple more of these, try to flip these around as well. Iris says, it's always nice getting your notifications of you being live. Iris, man, good to see you. Welcome to the stream today. John Doe as well, he says, what's up, dude? Good to see both of you today. Welcome to the stream. We're going to try to make some profits today. I heard it is very volatile on the markets today. So again, we are going to try to take advantage of that. Now, I am looking at the Scythe of Vitur here. I'm trying to get an updated price on this to see where the price movement is actually going on this item. As of right now, I'm not entirely sure where it's going. So I'm just keeping it in mind right now, keeping it a little bit ambiguous and listing quite lowly on that Scythe of Vitur. I'm expecting a downward movement on it within the next couple of minutes here, but I could be wrong, so that's why I'm trying to hunt a deal. I don't want to buy in for too high today because that is going to prove deadly on all of our items if we do end up doing that. And the real reason for that in comparison to today versus other days is if you buy in too high on a day where there's extreme volatility, it gives you no wiggle room if things don't go your direction, right? Say you get in, you lowball something, but then the item comes down in price. Well, since you lowballed it, you actually have a good deal on the item to begin with, so your break even is a lot lower, and it's a little bit easier to make profit most of the time. So you want to make sure you're lowballing in super volatile situations. Take advantage of those low price movements, those low price swings, and be patient with your trades. I mean, with lots of volatility, prices are expected to spike around a lot more. So those lower offers do have a higher chance of being filled when in compared to like a normal volume day. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. And by the way, guys, if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything related to flipping today, let me know. Also, be sure to drop a like if you are enjoying the stream. It really does help me out a lot. Today is going to be a little bit crazy. We are trying to cycle into some bigger items here as we go on. And the Elysian's actually looking pretty decent as well, but it's a little bit sketchier than some of these other items, just because the Elysian has not had the buy price updated in quite some time, and I do expect the Elysian to rotate down further in price, at least over the long term, over the next couple of weeks or so. And we do have the Dragon Hunter crossbow, though. That is actually looking pretty decent. I'm going to go ahead and list a couple of these. Dragon Hunter crossbow at a 74 million GP price point. Like, that is freaking insane, guys. There's been so much volatility on the markets recently. Like, it actually blows my mind. I haven't seen this many, like, volatile days back to back. I think since like they announced they're going to change some items around, right? I think that was the last time we really did see some major volatility in the markets. And not only is there volatility day to day, there's a lot of downtrending on some items. And that's why I put out a video on it today, because I was just passionate. I was like, a lot of this stuff is crashing, and I want to tell you guys why I think it's crashing. And that's where the concept for the video came today. But anyway, guys, we are trying to make some money here today. I don't see a good margin on the Twisted Bow quite yet, so we haven't actually flipped any of those or attempted to, but we'll keep a close eye on it. The Arcane Spirit Shield also not really doing too much here. Still waiting on the Scythe of Vitur as well. We're going to be patient on that. Still no price update on that, which is somewhat surprising. Sort of looks like it's slowly trading downwards. It is coming back down in price, but at the same time, it might shoot back up. It's kind of, I can't really tell what it's going to do yet, so that's why I'm playing it very, very safe. And we do have more Sanguesti staves rotating in. Super happy about that. No luck on the Avernix either, but we still are on margin for those. We'll try the Abyssal Bludgeons next. We'll see if we can trade a few of these. And since there's a lot of volatility across a lot of items today, just PVM items in general, I think that we can actually make a lot of money trading like normal PVM stuff. So I'm going to make sure to incorporate that into my trades today, along with some of the bigger stuff as well, since we do have the cash stack to actually go ahead and flip some of this. Now, keep in mind, we did start today with a... what do we start with? 2,140,000,000, like we do every single stream. I don't know why I forgot. And we did get a buy price update on that Scythe of Vitur. Does look like it hasn't really moved too much in price quite yet. So we're actually going to rotate up on the Scythe of Vitur. We're still staying below margin, but we're going to be a little bit more aggressive with our buy offer in hopes of getting one filled here, and that way trading it on the uptrend if we do swing that way. I'm not sure if we're going to swing that way quite yet, but we are trading sideways on it right now. And if we can get one, we're going to get a good deal by being able, oh my god, to sell this thing off. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and list the Scythe of Vitur here, and we'll let that do its thing. Give me one sec, guys. I got to put on my suit jacket. Kind of forgot to do that. Very nice. And no, I wasn't wearing pajamas, okay? So don't ask in the chat, okay? Don't at me like that, man. All right, now we're feeling official. We're ready to go here on the Grand Exchange. It was a little bit warm in my room, so I had to keep my jacket off for now. We do have the Scythe of Vitur listed. We're a little bit below margin on that. I do think it could work out in our favor. The Twisted Bow is looking a little bit stale from a profit standpoint as well. I do think this thing is starting to settle out. There could be another big movement on it, but right now it is consolidating. So it's something we want to keep our eye on here. It's trading extremely tight within the past, I would say, almost an hour at this point. An hour and a half, I'd say. The Twisted Bow's been trading extremely tight. So we're going to see what happens here. Crazy price swings on that Twisted Bow today, though. Not what I expected at all, which is, it's just nuts, man. So I'm hoping we see more of that here on the session so we can actually make some money on it. But, of course, no guarantees on that. Also, these Dragon Hunter crossbows are going to make us a good bit of money if we sell these off right now. So I do actually want to go list them back on the Grand Exchange and see if we can make some profit on those. We have Luke saying, I've read that it's really easy to get falsely banned if I get 30 free-to-play alts to flip on. Is that true? I don't think that's true. I've never heard that before, and I have never heard of anyone having any issues with free-to-play alts, and I never have, and I have quite a few as well. So that would be my advice. I don't think it's against the rules to have free-to-play accounts to use for flipping. But Luke, it's good to see you, man. Thank you for tuning in today. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, everybody. We are trying to make a little bit of profit here today. Markets are looking really good, but we haven't quite had the luck that we've needed yet to make a decent profit. I do see the Twisted Bow is kind of consolidating here a little bit. It looks like the Scythe is as well, so it's interesting to see both items starting to trade sideways a bit. Kind of keeping my eye on both of those. I don't know exactly what's going to happen in either situation. Like I said earlier, and the reason we want to get in at cheap deals is because it's important from a profit standpoint to actually do that, especially today, because if things start not going your way, you could be in for a long ride to the bottom, and you want to get your best price. The declaws are not showing a great margin right now, Nevkir, from what I see. I tend to scan for like the best margins at any given point. And the next item that's going to be good is the Dragon Warhammer. I think we can actually trade a few of the Dragon Warhammers for a decent profit. So we're going to list these on the exchange here a little bit above asking price, and we'll see if we can actually fill a few of these out. And we're going to hope for the best on those. We'll get about maybe 6 of them. That we can't quite do 6, we'll do 5 to start. Besides that, all of our trades are looking okay. The Armadyl chest plates may be a little bit stale. The only other issue I'm having is the Dragon Hunter crossbow might be stale too, but it's hard to tell at this point if that's actually the case. And we're going to cut back on the Avernix as well, just because they're not really trading for us. And no luck on the Scythe yet. We might rotate up on that. Yeah, it does look like the Scythe is actually pretty stable at its current price point. So, well, it's just not a great profit anymore. That's the problem. We'll be patient. I want to play it patiently. I don't want to rush into these flips today because it's going to be dangerous if we do. You rocking the PJ pants? Rayman, no, man. Definitely not. Definitely not. But good to see everybody today, guys. Welcome to the stream. Be sure to drop a like if you are enjoying. We're trying to hunt some profit today in what seems to be a pretty volatile market, but things are definitely looking a lot more stable than they were a couple hours ago. So, unfortunately, we're not really going to be able to rotate on that as much as I would have liked. But anyway. Still hunting for some good stuff here, just keeping our close eye out for the best margins that we can find, and we're going to try to get in on those margins as soon as we find them. Now, the Spectral Shields are actually looking pretty good right now. Can we flip these? These might instant buy. I'm a little bit afraid. Okay, they didn't, which is good. A lot of stuff like half filling today. We're getting like a few fills in and then not being able to complete these flips. Not that it's that concerning. It's just like a little bit frustrating. I want to sit back, kick back, and flip like I used to, where you can just put offers in and wait for them to fill most of the time and wait for things to swing in your direction. But with real-time prices, that's just not really the reality anymore. And I think I'm still getting used to the new reality of real-time prices. And I've definitely had to change my strategy a lot with like how to trade in real-time price situations, and I'm still not used to it yet. Still improving, of course. Witty says, do you think the new Nightmare ad on top will up PVM gear? You mean the hard mode for Theater of Blood? Are you talking about that? Anyway, we'll take a close look at everything here. We do have the Armadillo chain skirts looking relatively cheap as well. Going in big on these chain skirts. I hope they actually do work out in our favor. Not theater. I didn't know there was a Nightmare hard mode, actually. But my guess would be if Nightmare hard mode comes out, that will definitely drive some hype initially. It could give gear a nice kickstart in price. I'm not sure when that's coming out, though. That single combat, wow, that's actually sick. What a great idea from the Jagex team. You know, it won't drive it as much as if it was like a multi-boss, but it could definitely drive demand, at least temporarily. Things that are going to drive demand more are larger, more substantial PVM updates. Theater of Blood hard mode, that will definitely drive the markets back up. Again, this is all my opinion in theory, just because that's going to bring people back to the game. It's going to get them geared up, and they're going to need items like the Scythe of Vitur, and anything you'd need for Theater of Blood. I actually don't know what you use. I'd have to look into it, but I personally have not made any investments yet towards that. I want to see a little bit more progress towards that update coming to game before I actually invest any money in it. Right now, it's very ambiguous. So they don't know when it's coming out. It's very long-term horizon on that. So there's really no reason to invest our money yet until we have confirmation of when this thing might be coming out. And I think a lot of people rush into flips once they feel like, hey, like this item's going to go up in the future. Let me buy it. Like, yes, it could go up, but it could be like 6 to 8 months before the update gets implemented. Let's keep that in mind, okay? Like for today, for example, this is a great example. The Jagex team talked about adding the games room to the Grand Exchange like 6 months ago. Like, I remember hearing about that, and I was excited for it for, like, months on end because I think it's a great addition, just as very simple, and they finally got it in. That was, like, 5-6 months ago. So minor updates like that can occasionally take a very long time, and they don't even seem that significant from a development standpoint. So, anyway, we have Trevor saying, what's up? Good to see you, Trevor. Thank you for tuning in today. Guys, we have 787 mil in our inventory today. We really need to flip something with this, and it looks like that Twisted Bow is coming right back down, guys. It looks like it's coming right back down right now. I'm going to keep my eye on it very closely here. I think it's going to come right back down for us. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Let's try to get a cheap one. All right, here we go, boys. We've been waiting this entire time to get a Scythe. We haven't even got one yet. 1 mil in profit so far. Really not that great. Let's see if we can get a cheap T-Bow here and try to flip it around for a quick profit. We have AR saying, just came back to flipping and the new update has made it hard for me. Yes, the new update to real-time prices has definitely made it a little bit more difficult to flip. There's a lot more competition, especially during like high, like peak hours, right? So like right now we're flipping at a very, very popular time to play the game. And that's actually going to make your trading a lot more difficult because there's more competition. And with real-time prices, there are no hiding your prices, right? So that is a little bit of a problem from a profit standpoint and from a competition standpoint. You have to adjust your offers all the time to actually make profit, and it can be a little bit annoying and a little bit difficult. Somehow we bought an Abyssal Bludgeon for cheap, and now like the Abyssal Bludgeon is way up in price. So I don't really know what's up with that, but we're going to take advantage of it and sell it back on the exchange here for quite a good gain if those actually sell off. The unfortunate thing is we haven't really had a lot of great trades today, and nothing is really you know, amazing as of right now, which is a little bit unfortunate. I thought we were going to come on and hit a lot better margins here today, but so far we haven't really gotten anything. So I guess we'll just keep playing it the way we play it, but we do need to try to find some margins here and get in on some of the bigger items. I think trying to trade a Twisted Bow and like a Scythe of Vitur, those things are going to take a little bit longer to actually find the margins on and trade them around. So it's a little bit of like a cat and mouse game where you want to be patient, you don't want to rush it, especially when markets are super volatile, because a little bit of patience can go a long way when it comes to flipping in these markets. And that's what I want to try to take advantage of here. We're going to go in on the Scythe a little bit more aggressively now, though, because I don't see any fluctuations on that Scythe yet. We are listed pretty low for that Twisted Bow. I do think it's coming back down in price. Potentially not, though. Potentially not. Let's go a little bit higher on it. It could be risky. Could be very risky, guys. Toxic Tanny says, what's up, man? I love your content. Toxic, man, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in today. Welcome to the stream. And be sure to give us a follow on Twitch. Give us a like, whatever you may be watching on. But we're going to try to get that Tebow flip today. So let's see what happens here. I'm not going to lie. We're listed pretty aggressively on that twisted bow. I don't know how I should feel about this. DJ says, hey, how soon do you think I would buy expensive gear to keep waiting for the bottom out? Honestly, you should buy it soon. If I feel like you're not going to be able to time the bottoming out correctly. So if there is like some pieces of gear that you need, compared to others, like buy those, or just like buy some right now and buy some later. It's very hard to time these things at the bottom. Now we just got the twisted bow in our inventory as well. Guys, this is showing a really big margin. Are we going to be able to hit it? I'm not sure, but we are definitely going to do our best to actually go ahead and trade this, because it's a lot of risk on our hands right now, guys. We could be at the Tebow top right here. I do think we could be coming back down very, very soon. And I'm trying to get some cheap offers in to try to trade it really quick before that happens. Otherwise, we're going to be riding a Tebow down towards the bottom. And it's not something we really want to do in this situation. So we're going to keep a close eye on the twisted bow here, hoping for a good deal on that. And we're going to try to get it off as quickly as possible. Well, fingers crossed, man. I mean, this thing, it's not looking great. Oh god, here it comes. It's coming down. It's coming down. We could get lucky, though. Let's lower this a little bit. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I've got an intense flipping session right here. Let's try to get this off. We'll keep a close eye on that today. We have Gyroscope saying, good luck in the market today. Thank you, Gyro, man. We're doing our best here. Things are looking great, but we haven't had a ton of luck yet on a lot of these items. So, it's been kind of a mixed results session so far. We have had some decent medium volume flips, especially on some of the cheaper gear. But besides that, we haven't had a ton of profit. So, it's been a little bit interesting so far. We're going to try to get in on that scythe as well, getting pretty aggressive on that. I do think the scythe is going to trend upwards. I keep seeing the buy price move up and up, so I can only imagine the sell price is probably doing the same thing. It's just not updated quite yet. Twisted bow is going to make me a little bit nervous today, isn't it? We'll keep a close eye. We have Clusa saying, hey, Scape, with these insane price swings mainly downward, are you worried about the future of the game? It's a great question. I'm not concerned about RuneScape from a long-term standpoint. I think RuneScape, old school RuneScape, will be popular for another 5 years. I really do. The Jagex team has to take a lot of these minor steps to actually make the game better for the longevity of the game. I think the team is investing for the long term as well. It's clear with the kind of content they're coming out with, and the precautions they're taking against botting, against cheating, are geared towards the long term of RuneScape. Now that being said, everything looks really bad right now because we're coming off a peak player base count for old school RuneScape, right? We had a ton of people playing this game when the virus hit, and I think coming off that peak is pretty detrimental to the economy. And you know what else is detrimental to my cash tag is potentially this twisted bow. So we're going to try to get this off, guys. I'm pretty nervous here. I'm going to try to take a very small profit on this twisted bow before I do anything too crazy, but I'm definitely nervous. It's clearly coming down in price, and we've got one in our inventory, so we need to watch that very, very closely. Please sell off Twisted Bow, please. I'm so nervous. We shouldn't have done it, guys. But anyway, I would not say I'm majorly concerned with the long-term RuneScape horizon. I am concerned for the rest of 2021, though. I do not think this is going to be a great year for old school RuneScape because there's really no good updates on the horizon. I hate to say it, guys. Combat achievements, is it that great? Like, in my opinion, we need some more like PVM content, some new content. And that's why I was very happy to see Theater of Blood hard mode, and I guess Nightmare hard mode is a thing as well, someone was saying in the chat. So, yeah, I'm very interested to see both of that. I think that's going to be good for the game in general. And we need to get out of this Twisted Bow, I'll tell you that right now. We're currently going to sell the Twisted Bow for a loss here of about 200k. Oh, God. Could be dangerous if we don't get this off, guys. Now, the reason I'm focused so hard on getting it off is because if we can sell it for less than a mil loss, then we won't have to hold it through a major downtrend. If the market does come back down on that Twisted Bow, I'm not going to be too happy about it, but okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. We're going to reposition on the Twisted Bow for a lot lower on our next offer here, and we're just going to try to play the downtrend. I know I was trying to do it before, but we got impatient. I was getting impatient because it looked relatively stable, and that was actually the wrong play. I got way too greedy with it and jumped in way too quickly. So that was my fault. That was a mistake that I made, and we're going to try to improve that on our next buy offer here. We're still in for like not that high of a price, but like a competitive price. Like realistically, this Twisted Bow could fill within the next couple of minutes. I would not be shocked if it didn't. Let's see. Nefkir is saying, I know it might be silly, but do you mind doing a troll flip and flip some cakes? I'm not going to flip any cakes. I don't really want to flip those right now, but anyway, we're going to try to get this Twisted Bow off really quick, and that's going to be actually a surprisingly small profit on that next Twisted Bow. I am going to try to get another one going here since the Twisted Bow is so cheap, and we're going to rotate this in for about 1.5 mil cheaper than where we got our last one, which is actually pretty crazy to think. You can tell that this item's about to crash. If you look at the graph and you're actually looking at the real-time prices on this Twisted Bow, this is like telltale signs of a crash. So if you don't have the price of the Twisted Bow pulled up, I'd actually highly recommend looking at it right now, because we can like talk through what a crash actually looks like beforehand, and then as it's happening, I can show you guys. But you'll see right now that the Twisted Bow is trading extremely tight. We're starting to see some downward movement on the graph here. Very short decline of about, I would say, 3-ish mil within the past 20 minutes or so. And after, very tight margins, very tight trades after extreme volatility, usually will lead to more extreme volume. And that looks like that's about to happen here. So we'll see if that actually plays out in the way we predict. But again, there's really no predicting these markets. Oh my God. Is this real? Hold on. We got a position on the Twisted Bow a little bit better here. It's already down another mil from where I thought it was. We're going a lot lower on that Twisted Bow. We're going to keep a close eye on it, though. We should be able to sell this one. Time to smack some T-Bows around, says Saints fan. They might smack us around today. I'm not going to lie. We haven't had a ton of success on any Twisted Bows yet. We haven't really lost too much money. I think we're down about 200k, but we are, I'm very curious to try to get in on a good margin here. It does look like, again, it might downtrend pretty hard, but that doesn't mean we can't take action in the short term to try to make a little bit of money on its way down. It's very risky to do these things, guys. So I definitely recommend having a lot of cash before you actually do them. And I feel comfortable taking the risk here. We also have another Twisted Bow positioned very, very low to catch any extreme volatility right off the bat. So anyway, Gyroscope says the T-Bow is a dangerous game today, and we are flipping it near its peak, so we do need to be very careful with that. Joshua says we need raids 3 to be in Menaphos so the desert isn't dead content. Joshua, I 100% agree with you, man. I've been the biggest advocate for that for literally years, man. I'm so glad someone else agrees with me. And it's just such an area that we can, like, there's so much improvement that can be put in the desert. Like, the desert could be such a freaking cool area. And I don't know, the Jagex team doesn't see the same vision, I guess. Anyway, though, we do have Basso saying, I was trying to flip the T-Bow earlier today, but it was too volatile. It literally went from 950 to 915 and then back to 940 in less than an hour. I know, I'm looking at the graphs right now, man, trying to see, like, what the deal on this on this Twisted Bow is going to be. We're definitely looking a little bit funky on this one that we do currently have. I'm not convinced that this is a complete crash yet, but we are definitely looking like we're coming back down in price. Downtrend is looking pretty I wouldn't say confirmed, but it's looking likely, we'll put it that way. Like this next Twisted Bow, we're not really making a profit on very much here. So we actually haven't gotten in good on any Twisted Bow trades yet, which is actually, it's my fault. I mean, I made a mistake and I got a little bit greedy, which, you know, I'm human, right? Like this does happen. Sometimes you get really excited about getting in on a good margin and you just ruin it for yourself. So that's definitely a pro tip that I recommend you guys follow is don't get greedy on these large volatility days. And it's trust me, it is very difficult not to. You don't want to miss strong uptrends, but you don't want to be in on huge downtrends, right? And it's very difficult to balance that out. Now, we're gonna have. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm happy we got that one off. We barely made any money on that last one. I think we actually. Okay, we're 95k positive on the Twisted Bow, so I guess that's good. We made our money back, but we haven't made any good money on that Twisted Bow yet. So we are positioned pretty low on this next one. We still have a decent amount of time left in the stream, so I wouldn't be surprised if this filled at this price, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Now, I do want to try and get that scythe going again because we do have enough money to flip one, and if we cancel the offer on the Grazis, we will have enough money to flip another. But actually, before we do that, I think the Grazi could actually have some big potential here. We're going to go in for 4 right off the bat, and we're also going to get the scythe going as well. Tons of questions in the chat today. We're going to get to them all. Don't you worry. Just give me a minute to get this scythe listed here, and we're going to try to make a little bit of money on it. Okay, that scythe is coming back down, so we're going to list a little bit conservative on that again. Let's see. Clusa says, I think with Nightmare Hard Mode, it's coming back to look into investing as a Harmonized Orb and sell on day of release. It will be very useful. Is a Harmonized Orb good in Nightmare? I'm sure it is. I think it is. I'm just really stupid when it comes to PVM. Luke says, flipping back pre-UOC was insane money. 1 mil margins on 50 mil gear. Bots and real-time prices killed it. Also, people are way more aware of what flipping actually is, and a lot of people use it as a moneymaker now in comparison, right? Like, back in the day, it was, flipping was, like, not a well-known thing. Well, I mean, it was known, but it was not, you know, not every player did it. Now, it's like so many people are flipping, so competition always plays into it. But that, people also think that flipping is not a good moneymaker anymore. It is probably still the best moneymaker in game, if I had to guess. I truly believe that because it's the only moneymaker that scales with your cash stack and can make you millions when you're not online. So John says, yo, good to see you, John. Thank you for tuning in today, man. Welcome to the stream today. It's definitely crazy today. And guys, if you are enjoying, be sure to drop a like. It really does help me out a lot. Also, on top of dropping a like, be sure to give us a join on our Discord group. We have a Discord dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape. And when there's days like this and you need advice on how to navigate the market, we are there for you in the Discord group. So feel free to ask questions in there. But as well, guys, also, can we get 20 likes? That'd be insane. Thank you. But Mega Revet says, I saw the Tebow go from 915 to 940 mil in just a couple of minutes. It happens, man. Like, when things get really volatile, this stuff will happen. Also, where did that comment go from DJ? He says, do you recommend actives at a time like this? I do, because these are going to be some of the most lucrative active flips that you have. They could be the most deadly active flips that you have, but they also could be the most lucrative. So it's kind of like a back and forth between both of that. No luck yet on the Twisted Bow, still waiting on that. And no luck on the Scythe of Retur yet either, which is a little bit sad. Let's rotate into this next one a little bit higher. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Jack Mule says, all PVM scales with cash stack, I'd argue. Oh yeah, I would argue the same thing, but there's definitely a limit to it, right? Like, there is a limit to how much money you can make in Theater of Blood. every hour, right? And there's also a little bit of RNG in there as well. Flipping, there's also RNG too, but if you think about it from like a daily profit standpoint, not many people can play 8 hours a day. And a flipper can make, you know, they can easily clear 10 mil a day if they're very experienced and they have the cash, just by setting like daily flips, overnight flips, passive flips, which take minutes to set. I mean, some people in our Discord absolutely smack margins. They're better than me, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot, like, I don't claim to be the best flipper. I'm definitely not. I just like to do these active flipping live streams because they're really fun, they're engaging, and we can answer a lot of questions during them. But I mean, if I could make live streams on passive flipping or overnight flipping, like, yeah, I definitely would do that, but it's just not really how it works, right? Now we're gonna do the Arcane Spirit Shield next. It's actually looking decent right now. It could be coming down on us, but I'm gonna just guess that it's not and get a little bit risky with it, try to get a few of those. Now we did miss out on the Grazi as well. We were just a little bit off on the offer there, which sucks, but you know, it is what it is, right? We're going to try to get these scythe tiers that's still listed. Twisted Bow is still listed. I'm following the margin very closely on that Twisted Bow because I do think it's going to come down to us. So Toxic Tanny says, I have like 80 to 90 mil. What do you recommend flipping? Now, this is a great question. I do have a couple guides on this. And by the way, Toxic, I just came out with a video on how to flip with real-time prices with a 100 mil cash stack. So I would 100% check out that video to see the strategy that I actually undertake to flip that amount. But as like an easy guideline, you want to flip high limit items, not ones that are necessarily high high volume. You want high limits. So like Purple Sweets, Air Orbs, Grimy Renard, Battle Stabs. Those are great items to flip because they're just a little bit less competitive than your average items. And over time, these offers will fill out for some significant gains. Soaked Pages, Burnt Pages are also really good. So check those out, man. Is it on YouTube? Yes, you can go check out the channel, but I'm sure you know where that is. And yeah, anyway. T-Freeze, yo, my man, is any of hashtag if that matters? Yes, my recommendation would be, it's a fairly simple strategy in my opinion. I think a lot of people overthink it. What you want to do, and we're gonna have a whole video on this, by the way. I just to making it yet. Like, I have a whole flipping school series that I want to make. So if you want to see that series, let me know. I know there's been like mixed reviews on like if people want to see that or if people just want to see some of the more like theory content that we have as well. But I do want to make a whole series on like how to flip and all the flips, like flipping tips that I know that I've learned. I guess, you know, during my years flipping. I mean, it's been a while, guys. Like. Are we back? I think we disconnected here. Let me know in the live chat if we're actually back. I think we might have crashed. Did we crash? Hello? Are we back? Am I lagging? What is going on? Hello? Are we good? Are we back? Lots of lag today, guys. I do apologize. Are we? I'm hoping we're back here. Definitely a little bit of lag there, at least on my end. I disconnected for a second. I think we're back. Anyway, we did get the Scythe of Atur, so we're gonna go back and sell this here. Wow, we're hitting some extreme lag right now, guys. We're going to turn this around and sell the Scythe of Atur. We have Saints fan saying, what is causing the market to crash today? I have no idea, to be honest. I really don't know what's causing it at this exact moment. But I do know I made a whole video on like why I think the market is crashing in general. So definitely check that out, man. Oh my goodness. Everything is like, all the chat just like came in like in an instant there. We're definitely lagging really bad right now. And we oh my God. Oh my God. Are you, oh, did you see that? Holy no way, man. What? What? We just smacked a crazy scythe margin. Literally insane margin on the scythe. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? What is going on? What? Dude, we literally just made 3 mil on the scythe and it instant sold. What happened? Oh my goodness. lots of people in the chat. Let me say hi to everyone because they were kind of coming in as the lag was coming through. But I mean, that scythe flip came out of nowhere, bringing us to 5.6 mil in this session today. Very nice. Also, we have Rune Server saying hi. Good to see you, Rune Server. Thank you for tuning in today. We also have RJ saying, do you think items will eventually recover or can this be permanent? No, they'll definitely recover, but it could be a long time, man. We also have Sando saying, any guides on flipping with low amounts of starting cash, 10 mil, 30 mil, 100 mil? Yes, we just came out with a guide on that as well on the channel, so definitely check that out. We also have Izzy coming in with the Twitch subscription, man. Thank you so much for the T1, bro. Do appreciate it. Do we have any primers in the chat, by the way? If you got that extra prime, consider, you know, giving it to me. I mean, hey, look, listen. I'm here providing free flipping lessons every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We would appreciate your support, but of course, it's always appreciated, never required. Now, let's keep going here and get into some more flips. Tons of people in the chat here today. We did crash for a second. If I missed your comment, be sure to just say it again, and I'll answer your question if I missed it. But anyway, let's try to get in on that scythe again. That was freaking insane, man. Like, literally shot up instantly while we were, like, lagging. I have no idea what happened. But we are definitely going to try to do it again here. And we're still lagging very bad. I really don't know what it is. Oh, snap! It didn't tell me who gifted it. Oh, Rune. Thank you so much, Rune. Sorry about that, man. Rune Server, dude. I do appreciate you dropping the prime there. I'm so sorry. I thought Izzy subscribed and almost got the credit for it. But Rune, thank you so much, dude. Really do appreciate that. Thank you for your support. I mean, it means a lot, man. I'm so sorry I missed it, dude. It doesn't tell me on my Streamlabs, so it's a little bit funky. But anyway, thank you so much, dude. Do appreciate it. Now, let's go ahead and Iris says road to 10 mil flip this round. I mean, we could get lucky and get there. I don't think we're going to get it today because we don't really have that momentum behind it like we did on Monday's stream, but it's possible. Anything's possible, man. Hitting a lot of lag today, guys. I do apologize for that. Well, he did miss me saying it was my birthday in the cake flip message. Oh, happy birthday, Nev. Congrats on the birthday, bro. Sorry about the lag, guys. I really do apologize. Anyway, the Twisted Bow is coming back down in price here. Actually, it's actually looking a little bit more stable than it was before, though. We might be able to get another scythe here. The Twisted Bow, I really don't know what to do about that. I don't know if we should keep our offer in there or if we should move things around because we do have a lot in this Twisted Bow here. So it would be pretty unfortunate if we missed it. But again, we are at a 5.6 mil profit, so I can't really complain. Oh my, dude, I'm so laggy today. What is going on, man? Literally, usually we have like lag spikes, but right now, like, I'm lagging very hard. So I do apologize, guys. We're doing our best here to get through the lag. It's just nothing I can really handle on my end. So again, do apologize for the lag here today. But we are going to try to maybe... I don't know what to do with this Twisted Bow. I guess we'll leave it for now, but we do need to find something else that's going to make us some profit. Nothing that's too appealing to me right now. There's a decent margin on the Elysian. We do know that the Elysian is going to take quite some time to trade, though, so it's not something I really want to sink my teeth into, just because it's going to take a while. Let's do the Bandos Tacits. Super laggy today, guys. Another lag, another 3 mil, says Iris. Yeah, right, dude? Imagine. Sad that my new work schedule is every day you stream. So sorry, Minnie, dude. I do apologize for that, man. But this is like really the only good time that I can stream. On weekends, I like to work on video content. Just because for me, from like my standpoint, I want to make more videos. I think videos are really good for like the growth of the channel, and they can be very instructional in nature. And trust me, I love doing these flipping sessions and things like that. Like, don't get me wrong, but at some point, like, I also am trying to grow my audience, grow my channel. I mean, we're almost 5,000 subscribers, guys. Freaking crazy. Thank you to everyone who's been tuning into the content. Really do appreciate it. Especially the last video is doing very well right now, and I do appreciate it, man. Nev says, thank you for the well wish. Also, your flipping aura is too powerful, surging the stream. It could be, man. I mean, hey. Cannot confirm or deny that, man. Also, these arcanes are looking mighty fine. I'm trying to get in on these. We also have no luck on the lances yet. We'll cut back on those. Whenever it wants to cancel. Like, whenever it wants to cancel, man. Whenever it wants to cancel. And then I have Streamlabs over here on the side saying I have excellent connection. Like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Let's actually list some more arcanes, maybe. This one's going to be a little bit riskier of a flip, but I do think it's actually going to go in our favor here. Have you thought about doing a Bronze Man flipping series? No, not really. I don't want to start from 1GP. I don't think it's... I mean, it might be an entertaining series. I just don't think it's worth the time. Like, I've said this a few times before. I think that I can make educational flipping content that will help more people in the player base than doing, like, an entertaining 1GP to, like, 10 bill series or whatever. Although, it's a cool idea. It's just not really something I want to do. I do have a series idea that I haven't actually recorded yet. And trust me, I want to record it so badly. But we'll do it some point soon. It's going to take a lot of work to actually do it, and I think I might want to do the flipping school series before that. I want to teach, like, I need a video series that teaches you guys everything I know about flipping, because I've been flipping for like since 2016 is when I started. So like what, 5 years now, which is freaking incredible to think about. And even though things have changed a lot with real-time pricing, a lot of the fundamental stuff from like a graph standpoint is the same. There's a lot of fundamentals that are very similar to how they were in the beginning. And if anything, they've actually gotten better because the data is more accurate. So having a whole series on that stuff, guys, you know, we'll cover like hedging your flips, risk management, you know, overnight flipping, passive flipping, you know, specific flipping techniques, investments, what to do, what not to do. And we already have a lot of that content on the channel already. It's just kind of like spread out and across live streams, across videos. So again, I think like a whole series on flipping school would be a nice thing to have for the channel. Also, I see a lot of people buying into this twisted bow right now. Whenever, you know, it wants to work here. We moved the Twisted Bow offer up very slightly, and we're still waiting on the Scythe of Etur as well. Wow, that Scythe is just, it's literally shooting up in price right now. Literally, it's rocketing. It's up like 3 mil from where I sold the previous one. That's crazy. It's crazy how the market rotates like that. And just, these items just like are rocketing today. I don't know what it is. Insane volatility on this stuff today. Vin says, in all those 4 years, how much do you think you've made flipping? I've made about 3 bill. My total bank is about 3 bill, which, trust me, I'm not saying is good or bad, but it's basically, the live streaming series is, for the most part, the entire journey of active flipping to 3 bill. I have done some overnights, and I've had like one investment that turned out pretty well for me, but you know, I'm not someone who it's surprising, right? I'm not someone who plays RuneScape that often. Like, for the most part, if I'm active flipping, I'm live streaming. I haven't actually done an active flipping session when I wasn't live in about 6 months now. And sometimes I don't even log in to set flips some days. I would say some days I do, some days I don't. Most of the days I try to, but like I didn't yesterday, I didn't the day before that, I didn't on Monday, and I actually didn't on the weekend as well, so... I'm really slacking, guys. I push overnight flipping on you guys, and then I don't even do it myself, but I do have a decent understanding of how it works. I'm going to do some tonight, and try to get back into the groove on that. But it's about 3 bill total profit. We haven't had any luck with any other flips today, really, which is kind of sad. I'm a little bit scared for that twisted bow because the margins are jumping around on this thing very rapidly. We'll just reposition a little bit lower. And I think we're lagging again. There we go. And we did get 2 of the arcanes there. Very, very nice. We still have 2 more listed, ready to buy here. But we haven't gotten any sold off yet, which kind of stinks. Ak paying the GE tax of 9 bits. Thank you, Ak, man. Do appreciate it. We also have DJ saying, is it better to flip overnight with high or low limit items in a crashing market? Lower limit items are going to actually fluctuate more, so that lower volume stuff is going to have larger fluctuations, and that higher volume stuff is going to trade a lot tighter, even in times of volatility. So what's better? It's really up to your personal risk preference. I like to flip the low volume stuff because that's going to be where you make some bank. But you have to keep in mind when you are listing those items overnight, do it relative to how much volatility has been going on in the markets. So again, if I was to list a Twisted Bow overnight, I would list it for like 60 mil lower than it's trading right now. Because, I mean, we saw the Twisted Bow swing like 40 mil today, and I would want a very good deal on that Twisted Bow in the downward direction for me to feel comfortable on the trade. So some people say that's listing too conservatively. I think it's fine, personally. But some people think that's too safe and the offer won't fill, which a lot of the times it might not. But I'm someone who likes to get a really good deal when there's extremely high volume because it's really the only safe way to guarantee yourself a profit. So got 10 minutes to make this 10 mil an hour live flipping vid. Good luck. Thank you, Iris, man. We're going to do our best. We haven't had a ton of luck, though, in the past couple of minutes here, which kind of stinks. But anything's possible. We'll put it that way. And let's actually get this arcane back off here. We got a couple of them listed. Hoping we can sell at least one of them. Let's see where they actually are selling. We're actually listed a little bit too high on those. So let's actually list these for a bit lower. We can all put them in one slot as well. And we'll be good on those. That Twisted Bow is still, it's kind of showing signs like it's going to go up again. And I'm afraid to get one and just not make any money on it. But at the same time, like, we got to take some risks to make some money at the end of the day. Clusa says 329 Nightmare solos, no drops. Freaking feels bad, man. I've never actually had any good PVM drops. I've never really done a ton of PVM in general, but I'm still very dry from a drop standpoint. But anyway, guys, if you are enjoying the stream today, please drop a like. We are trying to get to 20 likes today. We're 5 away. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Who says we can't, right? But anyway, we are trying to make some profit here today. Maybe try to cap it out at 6.5 mil. I'd be happy about that within the next couple of minutes here. And we fought through some lag today, so I do apologize for the lag. Thank you guys for sticking with me through the lag today. And let's try to wrap up this session here and make a little bit of good profit with this 675 mil that we currently have in our inventory. Now, one item I do want to go in on is the Garazi. I don't know why we're lagging so hard today. I literally, it's crazy how hard we're lagging. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if it's game lag or stream lag or like what the deal is, but we're definitely lagging super hard. I don't think I've ever lagged this consistently on a stream, so something must be up. But we're gonna go ahead and try to get 4 Grazis here. We do have a lot of money on hand, so. Do you ever do clues? I never do clues. I actually don't really do anything in-game anymore. I'm not someone who actually enjoys playing RuneScape the game that often, which actually sounds pretty ridiculous, right? Because it's like, all you do is flip and make flipping content. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all I do, and I'm just trying to see how large I can get my cash stack. Oh, by the way, guys, if you want to join us in-game, you can join us in the clan chat, Scapenomics. We'd love to have you in there. We're trying to grow it as much as we can, so feel free to join us in-game. It's just like my YouTube name, just like my Twitch name. Feel free to join us. Also, we have the Discord group, so if you're interested in learning how to flip and be joined into a flipping community, whether you're a beginner, feel free to join us in our Discord group. We would love to have you there. And we got our Twisted Bow, so let's try to sell this thing back. Try to make a decent profit on it. We might be able to make a mil if we're lucky. And there we go, listed back on the exchange. I mean, how long is it going to take to list this thing, man? There we go. Oh, we sold it. Look at that. And we're getting like the best fills ever today, dude. Literally, this is insane. I sold it for less than this. Give me a moment, guys. We're experiencing a little bit of a technical difficulty here. Oh, we did get through it, believe it or not. We are back. Man, dude, it's crazy how much we're lagging today. Did we collect it? What's happening? Give me my money! I don't know what is going on here, man. Okay. I have no answers for this. I mean, I've never seen this before. So I guess we'll just wait. This is so stupid, man. Okay, I guess we're just gonna wrap it up there today with the 7 mil profit. I'm very happy with that. I literally can't get any more trades going right now. So I do apologize, guys, but I literally can't do anything. So anyway, if you guys did enjoy the stream today, please drop a like. It really does help me out a lot. I mean, we're trying to get to 20 likes here today, so let's see if we can hit that. I really don't know why we're lagging so hard. I do apologize for it, but I'm gonna end the stream here because it's just ridiculous. So anyway, we do have a permanent Twisted Bow that's sold off here, but we can't collect it, so it kind of feels bad. But anyway, we made 7 mil today, which is amazing. Very happy with the 7 mil profit. By the way, guys, if you did like this, like the stream, be sure to drop a like.